Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tanatwe Kili Yakobi, and today I'm going to be conducting an interview with the Deputy Health Environment Officer at Mimosa Mine. The person who's behind the camera is Kerina Chieza Chinyamara. Good afternoon, Steve.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for having us here.
It's a pleasure to also have you.
Can you briefly tell us about yourself, your family background, and make sure not to provide the confidential information that you do not want to be exposed to the public?
I am Alan Chiganzo. I reside in Shurugi, and I grew up in Shurugi actually. I learned in Shurugi from primary. Then my secondary education, it was in Slovela at Loreto High School. Then for my tertiary education, it was in Zimbabwe School of Mines where I studied mining engineering. And as of now, I'm currently employed at Mimosa Mine as a safety, health, and environment officer.
Thank you so much for the wonderful insight. So, Mr. Chiganza, what inspired you to be the Safety, Health and Environment Officer at Mimosa Mine?
Okay, thank you. What inspired me to be the safety, health, and environment officer was seeing the risk that my employees or my workmates were exposed to. So since I was someone who had already had experience in the mining industry, I wanted to try and create an environment whereby even the other employees would be safe. So that's why I started to study. I actually took a short course for safety, health and environment. That's how I became a SHE officer. I was trying to bridge the gap so that the employees who were at the mine would be safe under someone who had know-how of the mining industry as a whole. So there is something that actually inspired me to be the safety, health and environment officer.
Yeah, perfect. Well, he is really saying that he bridges the safety of the people and their well-being. The next question is, as the SHE officer at Mimosa Mine, what programs have you initiated to protect the natural resources and the environment of Zimbabwe?
Alright. Every Friday of the first month, we do cleanup campaigns at our mine, whereby a certain group of individuals from the workplace, they go around the community, picking up litter and making sure the community is clean and it's safe. And also, we initiated a program for our employees, whereby before they start working or before any work commences, we do we create a mini risk assessment or a pre-task risk assessment, whereby they assess the environment where they wanna work and make sure there's nothing hazardous that is going to affect them before they start working and even after they finish their work.
Oh, perfect. So Mimosa Mine is really a big deal in dealing with the natural resources and the environmental protection in Zimbabwe. We do believe that there are challenges in every aspect of whatever is done in the world and as the country. I believe there are challenges that you're facing as an organization and as the SHE officer. Can you kindly share with us some of the challenges that you are facing?
Okay, some of the challenges that we actually face as the SHE department are lack of resources. Lack of resources is one of the major challenges that we face. Then we have some other people who we can call notorious or stubborn, whereby we set a certain chain of rules that are to be followed, but due to someone's mentality or someone's negative mentality, they tend to do things that will actually be fine for them and not fine for the organization. So those are some of the major challenges that we face as the organization.
They always say regulations and rules are the best teacher, as we have heard from Mr. Chiganzi. Well, I'm sure the viewers will need to know how the Mimosa Mine and the She department at Mimosa Mine is teaching people on how to protect the environment at their workplace and also around the community.
Okay. What we generally do is we do awareness trainings for our employees, and also we engage with the community during those trainings. For example, with our employees, we have a training called Dishmake, whereby it's an environmental awareness training on how people are supposed to manage the environment and also are supposed to manage themselves in the workplace. And again, uh, this October, when it comes to the community, this October, some of our employees are already engaging community members, encouraging them to get tested on breast cancer, since we know some people might lag behind, and some people might not be aware that breast cancer actually kills and stay. So our employees are actually in the community right now, trying to engage with the community, and we are trying to encourage them to come to our clinic so that they can get free testing and counseling. Those are some of the things that we are doing to awareness.
Well, I loved the idea of the Pink October awareness, whereby the girl child is being uplifted in preventing breast cancer. Well, as the She officer, what do you understand with the term environmental awareness and what are the effects of it if it's not uplifted?
Alright, when we talk about environmental awareness, we are simply engaging with the community, simply engaging with our employees, so that they are aware, or they know the impacts and how we are supposed to mitigate any of the hazards that might arise. So when we also talk about environmental awareness, we as a company, we are governed by ISO 14001, whereby we talk about environmental management, how we are supposed to manage the environment, how we are supposed to manage our water usage at the mine, how we are supposed to manage our waste that is generated at the mine, and how we are also supposed to manage chemicals that arise when we process our ore and our minerals.
Well, it seems Mimosa Mine is really aware of the dangers and hazards that are to come after the non-uplifting of environmental awareness. What are the effects of it if it's not uplifted?
Alright, as a company, if these regulations are not uplifted, we face serious legal action, because we have organizations such as EMA, which monitor how we handle the environment as a company. So if they happen to find out that there are some chemicals that are leaking into the nearby dams, or we are failing to handle our waste properly, we face liability as a company, whereby we have to fork out unnecessary finances that we weren't supposed to waste on those things. So as a company, it becomes a challenge.
Thank you so much. We have come to the end of this interview with the Safety, Health and Environment Officer at Mimosa Mine, who is Mr. Chikanzi. Thank you so much, Mr. Chikanzi, for having us.
It's a pleasure.